Hi everyone, Tuxedo Mask here, Evening Wear Hide, Darian here, and today we're going to talk about, you know, folks that, don't like the Moonlight Night. Now, Moonlight Night's one of those, less known cells in Sailor Moon. Well, he should get a lot of onlook. Now, why a lot of folks don't like Moonlight Night is that, I guess, because it doesn't come up anymore. Like, we don't talk about it anymore. It doesn't come up anymore. Now, first off, a lot of folks would think, who was Moonlight Knight? What was he? He was a slight of me, or he was my soul, or some slight of me that knew that I still needed to watch over Serena Sailor Moon. And a lot of folks are going to say, well, how can that be? Because you lost all of your thoughts of your past life, and you didn't get them all back until the end of Ellen and Ann's, their thing, to the end of that saga or that tale. The only answer I can give you to the asking thing is that was God and Jesus that did that. That they crafted Moonlight Knight and gave him the goal to help Serena and Sailor Moon out. And I didn't have to have my thoughts of the past to do it. Now, a lot of folks don't like Moonlight Knight for all kinds of grounds, which I don't understand. The scathing they give him is that, oh, well, you two don't talk about him anymore. It don't come up anymore. And, oh, you crafted him, but then, oh, you don't. Somehow you knew you had to help Sailor Moon out. You had to help Serena out, but at the same time, you didn't know anything about it because you didn't get your thoughts of the past yet. Or whatever grounds, they just don't like him. Oh, he doesn't belong to the funny books. That's true. In the books, we don't lose our thoughts of the past. Yeah, we keep them. And yeah, it's true. But then again, the truth is a lot of things happened in the books that didn't happen in a drawing show. And a lot of things that happened in a drawing show didn't happen in the books. So yeah, that's true. Now, I don't know why folks don't like Moonlight Knight or what they got against him or why. And he doesn't get talked about all that much. And maybe only for, I don't know, the Great Eastern Glee making rag dolls of him. That's about it as far as what you got as things. Now, I can't speak for the rest of the world if there was any other things made of him. But, yeah, why hate on him? Yes, need be, I don't know why. What? Because he threw a white rose instead of throwing a red one or something? I don't know why these folks hate him on him. And I had no running lead over him. And they would think that if you crafted him, well, I didn't craft him. See, that was God's doing. That was Jesus doing. They crafted Moonlight Knight from whatever deep thoughts inside of me that I still had but couldn't get into or couldn't get into at the time. And yeah, he would show up, he'd throw his white rose, he'd help Sailor Moon out or any one of the other Sailor fighters out because he wasn't only helping her, he was helping the others. And a lot of folks might scathe him for not being a knight, for him behaving or being not clothed in knight's clothing or shielding or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It had to do with that. Yeah, we'll keep in mind everything that did happen in Ellen and Ann's slight of Sailor Moon R, only belonged to that drawing show, and it was only made to give Naiko Takaguchi some time to catch up with the writing and the drawing of the books, because the drawing show, happened to be going on the same time the books were, but the drawing show ended up passing up the books. Now, anyway, at the end of the day, why a lot of folks in the Sailor Moon followership don't like him, I don't got the answer for him. He's a slight of me that was crafted for a goal, and when that goal was no longer needed, he went back to where he was. Yeah, when I got my thoughts back, when God and Jesus gave my thoughts back to me of my past, they did no longer felt that Moonlight Night was needed, and he went back into where he was, inside of me. And why folks hate on him, I have no thing. You'll never know why folks don't like someone or something. You have your own thoughts of why that is, but you don't know. And then if you ask anyone, the answer is going to be unlike from fellow to fellow. So yeah, you're not going to get the same answer to that asking thing. So tell me, do you like Moonlight Night, or you don't like him? Anyway, give this film a like, share and playlist it, and I will see you later.